Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Warisatul Husna, and today I would like to explain about CDA, Critical Discourse Analysis. So I would like to explain CDA from my understanding, and as far as I know, after I read the two books. So CDA, Critical Discourse Analysis. First we can start with the definition. CDA is the how language it's beyond the text. Like language, it's not just about the grammar, but it looks at how language can shapes society, inequality, and a power. So we can highlight in the power because we can discuss it in depth after that. So after I read the definition, I suddenly remember that about today issue. I mean like the agenda that have been happened today. Like in that morning, we have like earthquake simulations. A tsunami simulations, and after that, I opened my Instagram and I found that one news that talk about that issue. At first, I read at the headlines and I shocked because the headlines write about the headline said that in the earthquake the earthquake happened in Padang around 8.8 magnitude and caused the tsunami. So I was shocked because the situations it's not true because we only have like a simulation, not the tragedy. The tsunami didn't happen, right? So and after that I looked at the comments and see several comments, and I agree with all like all the comments. All the people said that the headlines is not true and it could not be like that because it's not happened. It's just a simulation. So, and one comment said the headline can have people might have a misunderstanding after I read that. Probably people around west, like around Indonesia, not in Sumatra, so they haven't known the real situations. So the misunderstanding can happen just because the wrong headline. So CDA, it's about how language can shapes or can influence people, and also the language can have like a power. In that sentences, we know who has the power behind it. So CDA, after the definition about CDA, I read some main points like the CDA usually neutral. So people would have the sentences and write the sentences as neutral as she or he can. And after that, in critical discourse analysis, in the word critical, it's not the negative one. The meaning is not negative, but it is how we can look at the sentence and how we can be aware about the text, about the news, article, or something like a paper, like information, So, we can move to the history of CDA. CDA was influenced by Michael Halliday in 60s. So Michael Halliday discussed about the social function of the text, like the functional grammar. So Halliday said that language is not just about the grammar, but it is also about the function of the grammar, like how like how people see the sentence. And after that, a philosopher from France named Michel Foucault discussed about the similar thing. So he talked about the power of the language. And after that, in the 80s, the name of the person was Fairclough. He found the CDA. He created the CDA and discussed about it, and have a research about a CDA in the 80s. So Fairclough discussed about the definition of CDA, like how language can shape the power, society, and inequality. And after CDAs is created in 90s, the scholar massively do the research about the CDA, and we have two person again, two scholar again, named Wodak and Van Wyk. So Van Wyk is more focused on the media and racism, and Wodak is more focused on history, discourse, and history. There is about a brief history, and after the history we have several terms that we have to know about CDA. We have, like, if I'm not mistaken, we have 5. I found 5 about the urgent terms, important terms. The first one is framing. So framing is how we produce the sentences, and people would see the sentences as we want. Like framing, we have the frame of the language, and we can expect people think about what we think. And after that, after framing, we have foregrounding and backgrounding. So foregrounding always occur with the backgrounding. So foregrounding is about the main issue of the sentences, and it is like usually or always coming out in the sentences. But in backgrounding, it's like the less urgent or less important information that usually not coming out in the sentences. And after foregrounding and backgrounding, we have topicalization. So topicalizations is about how people what is the main topic of the sentences or the headline. And after that, we have agent and client. Agent is like the doer, and agents is the receiver. So yeah, I have the example about the term or tools. For example, we have two sentences. The first one said, police arrested 20 protesters. Like police arrested 20 protesters. So we have the agent is the police, and then the foregrounding is also the police arrested. So the police is the foregrounding, and also the topic is also the police. And then the next sentences is a civilian fight for justice. So we have a same context like a demonstration, but have a different perspective. So in the second sentences, the foregrounding is the civilian or the civil, and also the topics is also about the civil and justice. And yeah, two sentences but absolutely have different issue, different topic, different mood and tone. So in conclusion, every sentences, news, headline can shape people's thinking and can have a different meaning, and also every sentences have a power behind it. If someone who have power behind it. I think that's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.